My role at Penn State Berks is I'm the coordinator for the hotel restaurant management program here. I've been with Penn State Berks for about 28 years now, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. I came to Penn State Berks in the fall of 1979. We had two buildings at the time. We had the two major buildings at the time. We had the Lursen building, which we were all crammed into basically, and then we had the student center, which the student center had the bookstore in it, and it had the cafeteria in it, which was a very well-run cafeteria at the time, but again, it was two very small, well-run buildings. One of my very first office partners was David Bender, who's our registrar, and David and I used to share some very grand times over in the Lursen building. Of course, we were all jammed together in that building, but we used to have a thing around the I like to say around the Christmas holiday, but I have to remember that David is from the Jewish faith, and of course I'm from the Catholic faith, so we used to have a thing called Shalom parties. And so we would have a grand time up on the second floor of the Lursen building. And I would invite everybody to come on over, and we had some great times in December. But I think the collegiality among the faculty have always been very supportive. And I think that was a great opportunity. And this is the only college I've ever worked at, so is that shared with other colleges? I don't know. But we always seem to celebrate each other, and I think that's a great thing to remember. I also remember from this being a very small college that way back when we had a very small Senate, we used to all fit into one room. How we all did that, I don't know. The one committee was the Academic Affairs Committee, and I used to sit on that. Well, was it Faculty Affairs? Maybe it was Faculty Affairs. It was Faculty Affairs Committee. And we used to interview everybody, all the new faculty that came in. So it didn't matter what discipline you were, you interviewed everybody. And I thought that was a very interesting committee to sit in. And some of the still the same people that you now are your colleagues, but now you're in different divisions and everything. It just seemed to be so administratively complex. You still smile and you look at each other and you say, I remember I hired you, and all these things. One of the things I think now is much, much stronger than we ever had before is diversity. And that's a number one issue that I think that we can really say that we have come a long way. And that is a very, very positive concept. That is something that we need to publicize more strongly, and we're certainly doing our students a favor. I have often heard it, spoken that we are, one of the most diverse campuses within the Penn State system, and that's a good kind of a tagline to have behind our names. The program originally started in 1973. Came off of University Park's campuses when they were bringing all the associate degrees off of University Park campus. They wanted to make more room for more of the baccalaureate programs and graduate programs, so all associate degree programs were finding more room at other campuses, and Dr. Perkins wanted to bring that program here to Berks. Well, I think the major way that it has changed, it has grown substantially in numbers. The students, for example, this past semester, we've had in our introductory course, the HRIM 201, we've had to really close the enrollment at 50, which was, and we had in the spring of this past semester, we had to have another section of it, which is a good indication that the program is growing. The area in itself is an awfully good area here. We have a great amount of, I remember the very first time I ever wanted to do some research work, and just looking in the area, trying to put a list of names and addresses together. I must have had over 500 different names and addresses of restaurants, etc. But it's a tremendous amount of restaurants that we have and food services in our area to put together. But I was able to find a great networking here of people that I could work with, not only for myself but for my students. And that has always been a goal for myself. Whatever I could do for us, it's always been for the benefit for our students. The program, I think, has benefited immensely by our networking capabilities. the networking capabilities here with our Schuylkill Valley Restaurant Association has been a tremendous, I hate to use the word payoff for the kiddos, but it has been. For the young people, we've been able to develop a scholarship network with them. We did this many years ago. Other things that I think that have changed in our program, of course, are the use of computers. I think that is an immense change that we continually see growing in whether it be in assignments for students. Another trend that has happened in our program too is the World Campus. This is something that back in 1998, somewhere in that area, we were able to receive the School of Hospitality Management at University Park was able to receive a grant from the Broadhurst family. The Broadhurst family is the ones that operate Eaton Park restaurants. And we were able to develop our associate degree program and offer it through the World Campus. So we're still in the process of finishing up writing majority of those courses. We have a couple more courses to write, maybe one or two more to write, but we have students all over the world now on this program, which we did not have before. So the student can either get a degree at Penn State Berks, or they could get it through University Park's on the World Campus. The World Campus is just like a campus, like it's a Berks campus or Penn State Altoona campus or whatever. It's a campus unto itself. So that's a very unique experience for this program.